Dumelang, welcome back to Healing the Inner Child with Mami Galai. In today's episode, I'm going to talk about something that I've been thinking about a lot lately. What I thought my life would be like versus what it actually is. You know, guys, we want this and that, and with the hope that we'll achieve those dreams. But the more we grow up, the more we realize that Populasi movie, life is way different from what we see on the television, because TV for in most cases, that is what you achieve or whatever, but life is something totally different, you know. And in theory, it is possible to achieve everything that you want, whatever it is that you put your mind into. But in practicality, like, is it really true? Yes, I do believe, I'm a firm believer that achieve, but then some of those things are totally different. For instance, with me, I thought by mid-20 I would be married with kids, happily ever after with my man and our kids. But look at me today. Honestly, I wouldn't really complain much, because I would like to believe that I'm satisfied, like I'm very content where I'm currently at in life, while hoping for a better future. Honestly, I would still love to get married one day and have kids. For the longest of time, I was against the idea of one day having kids. And that was because of my own traumas, losing parents at a very young age, and then making what if the same thing happens to me? But I'm learning that it's always good to dream, and I shouldn't allow my experiences in life didn't stop me from experiencing more. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, just because I lost my parents when I was still young doesn't mean the same thing will happen to my kids, And even if that happens, I feel like it's way out of my control, guys. I'm learning to allow life, things to be loud, precisa, because sometimes this thing, control, makes us very miserable, instead of being open and allowing life to surprise us. So that is the first thing. I thought by this time I would be married with kids. The second thing, career-wise, honestly, I think I'm doing quite well when it comes to career. I don't know, but lately I don't know what is happening to me, because I think I used to dream a lot. I wanted to achieve this and that. But the more those things are just, the cherry on top. They're not really in order for one to live a fulfilling life. Yes, I do value money. I do value success. And I would love to continue living a comfortable life like I am right now. But this thing of always wanting more instead of appreciating where you're currently at in life, I think has to be the one thing is still happiness here, but in this life. So I'm learning to appreciate where I'm currently at. This thing of wanting to be a millionaire, a billionaire, to have this and that, I don't think I value it that much. I think on paper it does make sense. This isn't me speaking from a place of privilege. Please don't get me wrong. I do understand that poverty, it gets a for this and that. I, as somebody that comes from, humble beginnings, I understand that a lot. But charity isn't everything, guys. Now I feel like the one thing that I value the most is my peace. I I feel like it would be pointless for me to own everything, to have everything while I'm not happy. You know, social media, that is out there. Or when everybody. Actually, I don't think I value that, being liked by everybody. Because the moment I like everybody, it means there's a problem with me. Because human beings are flawed. The moment there's a boundary, have a feeling handle. So the moment I had to like everybody, then it means I'm not saying that we should be these horrible people, but at the same time, we really should be worried when we are loved by everybody. I don't think how little the problem is with the next person, but with Tata Bowena as a person, you know. I being liked, I don't think into that I value the most currently, because also I know myself, and I know my intentions. I guess that into this guy, and if somebody experiences somebody that is totally different from the one that I'm describing, then that is still valid. I'm not gonna say now I have to be defensive. No, but then at the same time, I know that I mean well, man. Like in most cases, actually, yeah, in a lot of cases, I mean well. Yes, I'm human, I have my flaws, but a lot of things that I do really do come from a genuine place. The third thing is when it comes to friendship, I thought I used to value having a lot of friends growing up, being liked by everybody. But where I'm currently at in life, I really have few genuine friends, and I think I'm okay with that. Sometimes because I'm a bishop for a day, but I'm waiting, but I'm like, you know, some people are only in your life for a season, you know, and the moment we try to force in our lives, then there's a problem, and the problem is with us and not them. And honestly, a lot of those friends, you know, the friends I don't think there's any beef, I mean, but we grew apart. Like we don't see life the same way. And the more you as a person, the lesser you valued into the value how things that you thought were important in life. And the more we treat our pillow and see things with a different eye. I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, all in all, I am content like where I'm currently at in life. Obviously, I'm hoping for the best going forward. Like I said, of one day having my own family, having kids, you know, career-wise, I think I'm where I'm currently at. And I'm really grateful, you know, to God where I'm currently at in life. You know, it wasn't easy for me, and I'm proud of myself, you know. I've made so much progress. If I look at myself like 5 years back, I was somebody totally different, you know. Or like when I started working, it was exciting, but I wasn't fulfilled. I wasn't content. I want more. But currently, I think where I'm currently at. And man, thank you so much for watching this episode, and the previous episodes that you guys have been following. Honestly, this YouTube channel is my little diary. And just with a lot of things. Confidence, you know, assertiveness, because you can work screen was not the other person on the other side, and even when I'm interacting with people in person, easy, and how I articulate myself, it really does help with that as well. And I'm happy. Please share your experiences. Where did you think you'd be like today in 2026? versus where you're currently at in life today. Are you happy? Are you satisfied? Are you fulfilled? Do you want more? Are you praying for more? Please share your thoughts in the comment sections below. And also please don't forget to like, share, turn on your notifications, and spread the message.